Do you remember? It was in March 2021 when we got a new Manchester Chief Constable, and it was hard-nosed Steve Watson. So there he is in control of Greater Manchester Police, calling Fahy an absolute idiot, coming out with stupid excuses. So you think, oh, great, he's going to get on with it. Well, he even vowed to quit after 2 years if things didn't improve. The final part of the Manchester Arena inquiry is in now, and I tell you what, it is a damning report on GMP. That Sir John Saunders covered every single detail, and to put it in perspective, on the 22nd of May, the bomb blew up. He started an inquiry, and June 21, he was able to release the first part of the report. November 22, the second part dealing with the emergency services, and that includes GMP. And March 233, the final, where he did seem to comment there were significant missed opportunities that would have prevented this entire incident. And he goes right back to MI5's failures, Manchester Special Branch's failures, and everything generally. To say the final report is thorough is an understatement. Sir John Saunders has put in so much detail so clearly that he should be seriously commended for it, because it is quite amazing. But at the end of the day, he's thrown a considerable amount of shit at GMP because they had the goal commander in place. But this time it was a chief inspector, Sexton, and I'll go into this a bit deeper later. But one of the problems was that there was no coordination. So what did they do? Well, it seems that most forces, as seen in Nottingham this week, put together a group of people called the National Interagency Liaison Officers, known NILOS. So you think, well, that's okay then. Some things come of it. So everybody got burgundy suits and off they went. When I say everyone got burgundy suits, everyone except GMP, they seem to have taken no part at all in putting this together, but the Fire Brigade have, and they're all over Google with it. And the ambulance service has joined in to a much lesser degree, but there's absolutely no trace of GMP being part of NILOS. What on earth are they doing? During the inquiry, I'll go a little bit out of order here. Deputy Chief Constable Terry Woods made a statement having proven that they made an absolute bollocks of it all, that he said the force is now better placed to cope in the event of another attack. Well, obviously, he's plucked that straight out of the book of bullshit Fahy, the Chief Constable, well before these. And it had absolutely no meaning whatsoever, because we haven't got a team with burgundy suits, which you'd think would be the absolute proof of what he was saying. The night of the bombing, obviously the bomb exploded, and then within the police, GMP, there was no one to be Gold Commander, who was out and about in the force, as you might expect. Well, it turned out the Gold Commander, Deborah Ford, was at home in bed. So she was turned out. And while she was getting ready, if that needs getting ready, I don't know. Anyway, Chief Inspector Dale Sexton assumes Gold Command. Now, this man had no training, no idea, and as the inquiry said, he panicked and totally lost any control. And can you believe, even untrained, you'd think he'd know to declare a bloody bomb like this as a major incident, but he didn't. And then automatically, with such an incident, the firearms department take over for what they have to offer. And they came in, well trained, efficient, cleared the area, decided it was safe and there was no other bomb likely to go off. And of course, there were people laid about dying and whatever. And so that was it. But then what did Chief Inspector Dale Sexton do? Well, he forgot to tell the fire brigade and the ambulance crews that it was safe to enter the arena. So people were dying, bleeding out, and the ambulances were still sat on the periphery waiting for the Gold Commander to give the order. And the Gold Commander, Deborah Ford, didn't go to the site, to the arena. Having left home, she drove to police headquarters. What on earth for? And really, at the end of the inquiry, Sir John Saunders politely recorded that she had no effective contribution to the workings of the evening. No effective contribution. Getting a grip and forcing improvements at headquarters was Superintendent Arif Nawaz. Yes, you guessed it. Anyway, I wonder why he was picked. Could it be for racial equality? Anyway, Superintendent Nawaz, supposedly getting a grip, was responsible, now remember the rank, for switching on the computers. And he was described by laughing Sir John Saunders as no effective contribution to the emergency response. Hey, what on earth is going on at GMP? You can't believe it, because of course the fire brigade turned up, didn't they? Eventually, told by Chief Inspector Dale Sexton that it was clear for them to come, but of course they had to decide that. A cursory glance by firearms officers needed a more effective expert attempt. So in goes the fire brigade, bravery to the extreme. And then, lo and behold, at the inquiry, up stands the chief of the Greater Manchester Fire Service, David Russell. And what does he do? He apologises. He admits to wholly inadequate and totally ineffective response. Now, what an absolute shithouse. Leading brave men and then doing that when it wasn't his fault. It wasn't the fire brigade's fault. And GMP, have things improved? Nope.